Good morning, all. It is Wednesday, March 27th of 2024. Today is my father's 83rd birthday. He's a tough old bird. He's had stents put in, triple bypass. The man had COVID and was in hospital for a month, and he's still going. He's a tough old bird. Good for him. Now, seeing as how the family is going to be here all weekend, because my daughter's school has SATs tomorrow and PSATs for the lower grades, so she's off. They wanted her to come in at noon. For what? To say, hi? No, forget it. I'm not driving my kid to school at 12 o'clock just to walk in and go, hi, how are you? No. Or possibly keep her there for an hour or two doing absolutely nothing because all of her classes are in the morning. So I don't know what the fuck they thought of. I'll tell you exactly what they thought of. The school system in New York, you have to be in school for 180 days. Okay? That's the law. So this is the way they take attendance. They'll have them come in, say hello, and that's it. And it's a day of school. But it's also a bunch of shit because the last day of school is the end of June. My daughter graduates the middle of June, which means she won't be in school for 2 weeks other than to go pick up her diploma because they don't have it the day of graduation. So you have to sit here and explain to me how seniors don't have to do 180 days, but the rest of the school does. Yeah, your logic is horseshit, okay? The school might be open for 180 days. It doesn't mean they're fucking have kids in there. So you all got to stop your nonsense with that. Next thing, I heard more about the bridge. I'm sure you all did. There are people missing now. It's now a recovery effort. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. But as you hear more about the boat, it lost power. They sent out a Mayday, so it could have been a lot worse. Let's put it that way. It's bad enough, but it could have been a lot worse if they didn't send out that Mayday to have the police stop traffic going over the bridge. That's just god awful how that happened. Good Lord. Just watching the video of the bridge collapsing. I mean, just to know that, two people, one guy's in critical, one guy's alive. And I think there's still six construction workers missing. But it's like you see death coming. Obviously, except for the ones who survive. But the ones who, I'm going to assume they're dead because they stopped search and rescue. Now it's search and recovery. So you see it coming. That's it. And there's nothing you can do. No, you couldn't even run fast enough to get away from the bridge. I don't. It's fucking horrible. It's absolutely fucking horrible. It's everybody who's afraid of a bridge, their worst nightmare. Their absolute worst nightmare. On the other front, they had a story about the cop who was killed with his 1-year-old kid. The person has a rap sheet. They were arrested 21 other times, and 9 of them, I believe, were felonies. And somehow this person was out in the streets. So now, of course, people are calling again for this stupid bail or criminal reform that you progressive liberals keep pushing and think it's a good fucking idea. Okay? Now a cop gets killed. Doesn't matter that civilians are getting killed. It doesn't matter that the MTA doesn't give a flying shit about their customers because people are still getting pushed onto the tracks. They're doing nothing about that. Oh, we'll add more cops. doesn't help. Adding more cops and adding the fucking National Guard didn't help, did it? Okay, I'm gonna say it again. Stop voting these people in. Okay, this progressive bullshit doesn't work. We've all seen it. There are people who have been victimized by it now. It is over. Stop with the progressive liberal bullshit. And if you're a liberal watching this, you cannot sit here and agree with what New York State is doing with criminals. There was a picture I saw with a caption that said, "Why are we locking up our products?" When you go to CVS or something like that, how you see things locked up on the shelves. Why are we locking up products and not the people stealing them? Okay? There's something fucked up there. It's got to change. There has to be consequences for your actions. And right now, there are either none or very minimal. Now, the guy who shot this cop is going away for life. We all know it. He's not out on bail this time, but he was at 9 different felonies. He was still allowed out on the streets thanks to this criminal reform bullshit. It needs to stop. Chuck Schumer needs to get off his fucking Ukraine funding ass and do something about the people he is supposed to be representing. We hired him. It's not the other way around. These politicians now have to learn that they are employees. We're their boss. And until you turn around and fire your boss for doing the shitty job like a fucking pissed off office temp, the same shit's going to happen over and over and over again. It is time for all these old fuckers who are in the Senate and the Congress to take a walk. It's time for them to go. They are out of touch. Okay? Nancy Pelosi only gives a shit about her own pocket. She doesn't give a shit about her own district because it's a fucking shithole. Okay? And don't sit here and tell me it's not, because there's pictures all over the fucking place. It seems that any Democratic-run city is being turned into shit. Absolute shit. And I'm getting tired of it. Cuckoo, okay? I'm getting tired of it. This city is being run into the ground by people being taxed to death. Okay, your stupid congestion pricing now coming. Businesses are going out of business because you keep taxing them and regulating to the point where they don't want to be around anymore. Okay? They are taking their business elsewhere. And it's going to cripple New York at some point. It's not happening yet. But at some point, a lot of businesses are going to be gone. And liberal policies and progressive policies are going to be the ones that drove it out because they thought it was a good idea. It's been proven not to be a good idea. So get off your ass, change the fucking laws, or get new people in there that will change the laws to make more common sense. Because common sense is gone. It's absolutely gone from these people. It's all about their wallet and staying in power. It's time for them to lose that power. Enough is enough. I don't care if it's a Republican. I don't care if it's a Democrat. These people are too fucking old to be in Congress. Sorry, they're done. They need to retire and they need to go away. Especially Chuck Schumer. Y'all have a good day. Booyah.